Hi, Josh Apple here with the Raspberry Golf Academy. Today I'm at Raspberry Falls and I'm going to talk about the position at the top of the backswing, which is called the plane. So the plane is anywhere past this point. Down here is your path, up here is your plane. So today we're going to talk about your plane. Your path is more important because that's at impact, but your plane will certainly affect your path. So let's get into it. At the top of the backswing, it should look something like this. Notice my lead arm, left arm for right-handed golfer, is pretty straight. Depends on your range of motion, age, flexibility. For me, it's pretty straight. If it needs to be a little bent, that's okay. It shouldn't be to the point where it's uncomfortable. So the lead arm pretty straight. Trail arm, in my case my right arm, is bent to set the club. So if you picture like shooting a basketball and then sending it out to the side. So notice my arms. Left arm straight, right arm bent to set the club. You'll also notice that I'm using my wrists. There is a bit of a wrist hinge. You don't keep your wrist stiff at the top of the swing. It doesn't look like this, right? So the wrists are relaxed and hinged. You'll also notice that I have about 90 degrees of rotation with my upper body. My torso and shoulders have rotated. My hips have also rotated, so at that point, about 40-45. So that means your upper body is moving, your arms, your wrists, your hips. It is certainly involving the full body. One thing that I notice among amateur golfers, especially among former baseball players, is this right elbow flaring up like this. So to look from a different angle, it would be up like that, because that's the position you get to in a baseball swing, right? So you want to make sure that right elbow stays down and doesn't flare up, because when that happens, there'll be a tendency to get the club off plane and across the line. So make sure right elbow stays down in a golf position. That's golf, baseball, golf, baseball. So in that position, the club should point at your target. So going back to this angle, the club should point at my target. This would be across the line, this would be laid off. So you want to make sure you get it nice and straight, point at your target, not across, not down this way. Because in either one of those cases, you're likely to reroute the club and then ultimately get the swing off plane, off path in your downswing. The easiest way to return it back down to where you started is go up in the proper plane, return it back down to where you started, and to a proper path at impact. That will very much affect your direction and your contact if you get it off plane at the top. I'm Josh Apple, and that's your tip of the day.